Oh. In the clip before, we see two examples of how the media represents students. On the left, we have an example of a studious student, and this example challenges the ideologies that is presented by the media. Whereas on the right, we see how a student is commonly represented as someone who is not doing as they're told and does not follow the rules. Media product, two social groups are represented via one character, as there is an older and younger version of this character. Therefore, the first social group would be younger. This would be roughly 12-plus-year-olds, whereas then the other social group will be older adults, therefore 30-plus. This is a photograph of our actor dressed as a younger version of our character James Martin. His costume consists of a superhero t-shirt which allows us to show his youth and his interest in comic books, later shown in the film opening. He is also wearing a shirt layered over the top to show that he is casual and free-willed. Common jeans are also worn. He also wears red Converse, which are common amongst his age group. By dressing our actor like this, we represent the social group of 12+ as free-willed, cool and relaxed, which is in contrast to his older version. In the top left of this photograph, you see our second actor dressed as the older version of our character. He is wearing a jumper and a fully buttoned up shirt. This is very formal and shows he is well dressed. However, his sleeves are rolled. This can be seen as a habit that is carried forth through his life. A stereotype represented by the media of a character of the same age would be that he is a family man. However, our character is isolated and does not have this sense of family. He also challenges this stereotype as he is not wearing a suit and is not working a stereotypical office job. He is a writer and therefore his work consists of creative aspects. Social groups can also be presented via the actions taken by the character. Here we see a young teenager / 12-plus-year-old in a library. This contradicts the social norm, as you wouldn't think of a student to be very studious. Even though he is only reading fiction books, it shows that he has an interest in books and not video games or going out to parties. However, the young, spirited teenage / 12-plus-year-old is still evident in his actions. The way he is sat shows very relaxed and slouched, and he might not have that much care for the furniture, but he does for the books. The actions represented by our character James Martin when he is older shows that he's very dedicated to his work and that he's not engaging with his surroundings, that he's very focused on writing. This can complement the social norm and say that 40-plus-year-olds have their lives figured out and that they know what they're doing for their job. One thing that could contradict our social norm for this social group of 40-plus-year-olds is that how straight and sorted his desk is. An office desk would normally be portrayed as very messy and untidy, but this shows that our character is a tidy person and he's very dedicated.